If you look at the science of economics, you find that at the very basis of economics there's this idea that value is created by human beings, that nothing had any value before human beings appeared on the scene, and nothing has any value except its value to us. And the historical roots for that can be traced back to the Greek and the Roman traditions in some ways, and especially to the Judeo-Christian tradition, or at least the translations of it that are popular. I mean, there's also many things within Judaism and Christianity which are other than this, but the mainstream of those traditions, which goes back to Genesis and the idea that we're here to subdue and dominate the earth, that the animals are being fear and trembling of us, that only man is created in God's image, only man has a soul, the other creatures don't have a soul, rivers don't have a soul, the earth itself doesn't have a soul. And when you spell your name, it's with an uppercase, but when you spell earth, it's with a lowercase. And, so everywhere in the society, everywhere in all of our institutions is encoded this strong belief in our own superiority and our own overwhelming importance compared to anything else. I found that one of the best ways to communicate is through song, and so I'm going to intersperse my presentation with some songs, and I'd like to start with a song written by an activist from the West Coast in California, Daryl Choney, who's been protecting redwoods in California for over 15 years, and whose main claim to fame so far has been the fact that someone placed a bong in his car about 10 years ago when he was campaigning vigorously during Redwood Summer. And he and his partner Judy Berry were seriously injured, and then to add insult to injury, the FBI tried to frame him for carrying the car bomb. So he pursued vigorously ever since, and last year he won his case and was awarded over $1 million against the FBI for this dastardly act, and then donated this money back into the defense of the forest. So anyway, he's a great musician. He wrote this song about the historical roots of the environmental crisis.
Now the Lord made the world in just 6 days. They wondered to behold when it was done. Deep oceans and blue sky, forest green and mountain high, with animals that crawl and fly and run. But one of God's creatures wasn't pleased. Guess who? It wanted to create with its own hands. So it clear-cut all the trees, carved the mountains, spoiled the seas, proclaiming it the way that God had planned. But you can't clear-cut your way to heaven, and strip mines don't make it with the Lord. Bulldozing the creation won't win God's admiration, and the pearly gates may close forevermore. Now my mama, she used to read the family Bible, where it said, "Thou shalt not covet, steal, or kill." Still, I coveted the forests and the mountains, and I stole my mother nature's gems at will, and I killed off many critters to extinction. But I'm sure God must have made them by mistake, 'cause I had to keep my job where I plunder, rape, and rob. And I swear to you, it's for my children's sake. But you can't clear-cut your way to heaven. No, you can't, brothers and sisters. strip mines don't make it with the Lord. Bulldozing the creation won't win God's admiration, and the pearly gates may close forevermore. Well, today I heard they mined the rock of ages, 'cause they thought it had a lump of gold inside, and they're dumping PCBs into the Sea of Galilee, and they built the cross on which our Savior died, and they leveled old Jerusalem for condos, done built a shopping mall where Jesus did his thing. And as I wrote on our success that create such a mess, well, I swear I heard a band of angels singing. And no, you can't clear cut your way to heaven, and strip mines don't make it with the Lord. Bulldozing the creation